as a part of the official escort to the President. Located in Fort Myer, Virginia, and attached to the Military District of Washington, its mission is to provide music for official ceremonies and special events throughout the National Capital Region. The U.S. Army Band, Pershing Zone, is the premier band of the United States Army, the nation's most senior service. Throughout its 90-year history, Pershing Zone has played an important role in events of national and international significance by providing a musical backdrop for many of the nation's most notable events. The band's most recent goodwill trips to China and Norway are indicative of the importance these musical ambassadors play in matters of international diplomacy and outreach. Internationally renowned as one of the world's finest professional musical organizations, many of its classically trained members have earned advanced degrees from our nation's most prestigious music schools and conservatories. From 2002 to 2010, a group of Pershing Zone musicians deployed to Southwest Asia in December as a part of the Sergeant Major of the Army's USO Hope and Freedom Tour to support the men and women serving in harm's way during the holidays. This was the first time the Army Band had performed in a theater of foreign combat operations since World War II, where Pershing Zone earned a battle streamer for the Rhineland campaign.
Another one to down.
That's all gonna be.
Known as the Old Guard and charged with providing security for the nation's capital is the 3rd United States Infantry, the oldest infantry unit in the active Army. The ribbons at the top of the Army flag are battle streamers that mark major campaigns that the Army has participated in. This company participates in ceremonies around the Washington, D.C. area, including the White House. Old Guard soldiers also maintain a faithful 24-hour vigil at the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier and conduct funeral services at Arlington National Cemetery. Representing the United States Marine Corps are the Marines of Company A from Marine Barracks, Washington, D.C. These Marines are known for their ceremonial drill and marching excellence. They perform before thousands of spectators annually in ceremonies throughout the nation. Marine Barracks, Washington, D.C. is home to a number of specialized units, including the Commandant Zone, the United States Marine Drum and Bugle Corps, the Marine Corps Body Bearers, and the Marine Corps Silent Drill Platoon. Representing the Joint Services is the Presidential Color Guard, comprised of representatives from each of the 5 military services. These young men represent the Joint Services in their respective branches in hundreds of ceremonies throughout the year. Based in Washington, D.C. and representing the United States Navy is the Ceremonial Guard, established in 1931. Strict discipline, teamwork, and meticulous attention to detail allows this elite unit to fulfill its primary mission of showcasing America's long-standing tradition of exemplary naval service. Representing the Air Force is the United States Air Force Honor Guard. The all-volunteer unit has represented the Air Force in official ceremonies around the nation since 1948. The Air Force Honor Guard was the first military ceremonial unit to include women as members. Representing the United States Coast Guard and the Department of Homeland Security is the 72-member Coast Guard Ceremonial Honor Guard, which was established in 1962 and has participated in every presidential inauguration since President Johnson's in 1965. The Ceremonial Honor Guard is under the direct operational control of the Military District of Washington and participates in White House functions, dignitary visits, state funerals, and other high-level official military events. Representing the United States Army is the 3rd United States Infantry Old Guard Fife and Drum Corps. The Fife and Drum Corps is patterned after the military musicians of General George Washington's Continental Army. The 69-member unit performs the ceremonies and special events at the White House and throughout the nation. The Old Guard Fife and Drum Corps has performed for every presidential inauguration since John F. Kennedy's in 1961. Also representing the United States Army is the 3rd United States Infantry Commander-in-Chief's Guard Company A, established by General George Washington in 1776 as his personal escort and guard. The Commander-in-Chief's Guard carries 12-pound Best muskets with 13-inch bayonets.
Presidential Escort, the U.S. Capitol Police Escort, and Capitol Police Color Guard, under the command of Chief Kim Dye. Washington, D.C. Metropolitan Police Department, the United States Park Police, and the United States Secret Service Police Escort follow.